Yahoo! Welcome, my beautiful brothers and sisters, fellow radiators of love, to Astro Phoenix, flying into the moment yet again and radiating love as always. And welcome to your Moon in Gemini transit video for this current lunar cycle. I should have made this video earlier because I knew I wasn't going to have that much time today to do it, but I'm going to carve out some time to do this anyways. You're not going to see the typical thumbnail with it, at least not until later. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the outro music in it, but what you really came for is the message. This Moon in Gemini is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be making sextiles over to this Leo energy, right? And this is going to bring about, it's going to make sextile over to the Sun, and it's going to make a sextile over to Mars. So what this is going to do is that it's going to open up the conversation and communication with individuals that are really resonating within their sacred heart space. And this is going to be important. In fact, today the card that I drew was the Page of Wands on my Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, I draw a daily card. And I feel like this is very much so applicable, because what this is going to do is that this is going to get us really emotionally invested in these conversations with this Leo kind of energy. Do these people inspire you? Do these people motivate you? But at the same time, do you find yourself maybe wishing you were in their position? Or do you maybe find yourself jealous? Or even so, maybe this is happening to you. Maybe you are expressing yourself from your joy and your passion, and you really are in your sacred heart space. But it makes people look at you in a weird light. It makes people look at you kind of like, are you sure about that? Because this Moon in Gemini is going to be making a quincunx over to this Capricorn energy. So there can be a tendency for us to almost overly worry and overly think what society thinks about us and what we're doing, and whether or not they feel like we can reach some level of success doing what we're doing. But we also have to consider that this moon will be also opposing this Jupiter energy, which means that, since Jupiter is retrograde, this is going to be this sort of internal feeling of, do I really believe in this path? Do I really believe in what I'm saying? Do I really believe in this path? But I also want to key you in on something very, very important. When you're having these thoughts, and they're going to be triggering your emotions too, you have to ask yourself a very important question. Are these thoughts mine, or are these thoughts not mine? Do these thoughts, is the source of these thoughts from my soul and my spirit, or does it come from someone else's? Now, those other people can mean well. They could want the best for you, but they may not know what the best for you is, because they're not your spirit, right? You have your heart, right? So what happens a lot of times is with these thoughts is that we'll be having these thoughts, we'll have this conversation with ourselves, not knowing that these thoughts don't even originate with us. That's what happens, and it causes this befuddlement, this confusion. This Moon in Gemini is going to be a very positive transit, but at the same time, we're going to have to discern, are these thoughts mine, or are these thoughts others? Because we have to think about it. Even though someone may communicate their thoughts, there are also thoughts that are not communicated that we pick up on. Especially if you happen to have a water moon sign. If you have your moon in either Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or if you have a moon in the later degrees, in the later signs of the zodiac, Capricorn, Aquarius, or Pisces, you definitely are able to pick up on unspoken words. Because there's a wave out here, there's these airwaves that we are all communicating within, and we can take in this communication not knowing that these words don't even originate from our soul and from our spirit. So with this Moon in Gemini transit, ask yourself these questions. Do these thoughts, do they originate with me, or do they originate with others? If they originate from others, detach. Even if they mean well, detach from that, because that's going to lead you down a path that it's not really going to resonate with your heart. And then after that step, if the answer is yes, that these thoughts do originate from me, ask yourself this: do they arise out of love, or do they arise out of fear? Because the sun is at home in Leo, Mars is in Leo, Mars likes to be in Leo too. So this is going to bring about some fiery passion, some wanting to initiate some new projects, spark, and love within our life. And then when you ask yourself that question, do these thoughts that I'm having arise out of love or do they arise out of fear? Regardless of what they are, detach from them. And I know that may seem a little counterintuitive, especially if the thoughts arise out of love. But the reason why you want to detach from the thoughts, even after you've come to the conclusion that these thoughts do come from you, and maybe they do happen to rise out of love. Oh no. Oh no, it's still going. Golly, I thought that it had stopped recording. Even after you ask yourself that question, you have to ask yourself, am I really my thoughts? Because you are not your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. So detach, because when you detach from your thoughts at this point, even after you ask yourself this question, even if you're finding yourself having good thoughts, it's only an indicator that you are really resonating within your heart space. And then when you can come more and live from your sacred heart space, then you will be golden. That is it for this Moon and Gemini transit video. I hope that you all enjoyed it. I hope that you gained some type of clarity from this and it helps you. If you did enjoy this, please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, beloved, you can follow the link in the description below to astrophoenix.com. And as always, my beautiful brothers and sisters, always remember to keep moving forward, to stay focused, and Yahoo! Smile often.